A very good morning, all of you. Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So today, we gather here to celebrate a significant milestone in our new cohort of external degree students. Another big step to change this world. Dear students, you have reached the culmination of years of dedication, perseverance, and hard work. And today, we came here together to welcome you all to the prestigious university, #1 science faculty in Sri Lanka. On behalf of the University of Colombo, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. I extend my warm welcome to the Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, Senior Professor Chair H.D. Karunaratne, Dean, Faculty of Science, Senior Professor Chair Upul Sonnadara, former Dean, Faculty of Science, Professor Emeritus T.R.R. Ratna, Director, Center for Open and Distance Learning, Professor I.M.K. Fernando, Director, Open and Distance Learning Center for Faculty of Science, Dr. Lakmal Veerawarna, Acting Registrar, Mrs. Vajra Hapuhinna, Heads of the Departments, Program Coordinators, Academics, and Administrative Staff Members. We now move on to the traditional segment of today's program, the lighting of the oil lamp. I cordially invite Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, Senior Professor Chair H.D. Karunaratne, Dean, Faculty of Science, Senior Professor Chair Upul Sonnadara, former Dean, Faculty of Science, Professor Emeritus T.R.R. Ratna, Director, Center for Open and Distance Learning, Professor I.M.K. Fernando, Director, Open and Distance Learning Center, Faculty of Science, Dr. Lakmal Veerawarna, Acting Registrar, Mrs. Vajra Hapuhinna, Heads of the Departments, Senior Assistant Registrar, Center for Open and Distance Learning, Mrs. Taranga Dasanayaka, Senior Assistant Bursa, Center for Open and Distance Learning, Mrs. D.W.K. Hettige, Coordinator of the BSc External in Financial Engineering, Professor Sanjeeva Pereira, Coordinator of the BSc External in Biotechnology and Molecular Microbiology, Dr. Anushka Vikramasuriya, Mrs. Janita Pereira, alumni of the BSc External in Electronics and Automation Technologies, and 2 new students to represent the new intake. Thank you very much. I would now cordially invite the Director, Open and Distance Learning Center, Faculty of Science, University of Colombo, Dr. Lakmal Veeravarna, to officially welcome you all.
A very good morning to all of you. I'm honored to welcome you all to the inauguration of the 2024 student intake of the external degrees offered by the Faculty of Science of University of Colombo. This year we mark a special milestone. We enroll the 10th successful batch for the inaugural external degrees, 2 degree programs of the Faculty of Science, University of Colombo, celebrating 10 years of excellence in open and distance learning. First, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Senior Professor H.D. Karunaratne, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo. His leadership and dedication has been pivotal in sustaining and enhancing our programs. I'm delighted to welcome Professor T.R. Ariyaratne, Professor Emeritus, and former Dean of the Faculty of Science. His visionary leadership was the instrumental leadership behind the inception of these degree programs. It's my pleasure to welcome Senior Professor Upul Sonnadara, the Dean of the Faculty of Science. His diverse roles, including a former program coordinator, a former head of the department, and a former director of the University Center, and now culminating in his current position as the Dean of the Faculty of Science, have consistently uplifted our programs. I warmly welcome Professor I.M.K. Fernando, the Director of the Center for Open and Distance Learning, CODL, of the University of Colombo. His leadership has been pivotal in integrating the efforts of the university with the faculty to uplift the service and also to provide the better service to our stakeholders. Ms. Wajira Hapuhinna, the Acting Registrar of the University of Colombo, I warmly welcome you to this special occasion. Your administrative oversight has always been pivotal in the success of these degree programs. I'm also delighted to welcome all the heads of the department. Professor Rohini De Silva, Head of the Department of Chemistry, Professor Sanjeeva Pereira, Head of the Department of Mathematics, Professor Dr. Jayasingham Jayasugithan, Head of the Department of Nuclear Science, Professor Chandra Jayaratne, Head of the Department of Physics, Professor Hashendra Katriarachi, Head of the Department of Plant Sciences, Dr. Rushan Abegunawardana, Head of the Department of Statistics, and Senior Professor Devaka Veerakon, Head of the Department of Zoology and Environment Sciences. Your commitment to fostering a conducive environment to these programs are deeply appreciated. It's my utmost pleasure to welcome our beloved coordinators, Professor Hiran Jayavira, the coordinator of the Electronics and Automation Technologies degree, Professor Sanjeeva Pereira, coordinator of the Financial Engineering degree program, Dr. Anushka Vikramasuriya, coordinator of Biotechnology and Microbiology degree, Dr. Devanmani Halvatura, coordinator of Environment, Development and Sustainability degree, Dr. Dilshani Tisera, coordinator of Applied Data Analytics degree, Professor Ashani Tilakaratne, coordinator of Applied Chemistry degree program. Also the associate coordinators, members of the study boards, staff of the degree programs, both non-academic and academic staff, especially the visiting staff. Your dedication has been the pivotal factor in the success of our degree programs. It's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Taranga Dasanayaka, Senior Assistant Registrar of the Center for Open Distance Learning, Ms. Devika Hettige, Assistant Bursa, Center for Open Distance Learning, and the staff of CODL. Your service and excellence integration with the faculty and the coordinators have been instrumental in the development of these degrees. Also, I warmly welcome the SAR Science, Ms. Ms. Kumari Senaviratna, Ms. Verangi Pereira, SAB, Faculty of Science, and also Ms. Subhashini Samarakon, the Acting Senior Assistant Registrar of Examinations. Your unparalleled service have been instrumental in these degree programs and functioning of them. It's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Janita Pereira, alumni of the Electronics and Automation Technology programs, and all the alumni of the degree programs. You have given your confidence in us, and we thank you for that. Last but not least, I extend a very warm welcome to our new intake students and their parents. You are the reason why we are here today. Your journey towards academic excellence and personal growth begins now, and we are thrilled to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Veeravarna. Without further ado, I am honored to invite Senior Professor Upul Sonnadara, Dean, Faculty of Science, a true leader whose commitment to excellence has propelled our faculty and external degree programs to new heights, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Devanmini. Professor H.D. Karunaratne, I'm sorry I took water and my voice may be not good, but Professor H.D. Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor, University of Colombo, Professor T.R.R. Ratna, Emeritus Professor and former Dean, University of Colombo, Mrs. Vajrahapuhinna, Acting Registrar, University of Colombo, heads of departments, directors, academic and other staff members, and dear students. Good morning, everybody. So first of all, let me congratulate you for getting selected for this program. Since you are a member of this faculty now, I will talk a little bit about the faculty. So, Faculty of Science, our roots actually going back to 100 years, or 103 years actually this year, to the establishment of the Ceylon University of College. So we have a rich history. Ceylon University of College, if you look at the available document, you will find that it was established in 1921. So, but that time, the faculty wasn't there, but basically science and humanities education, they started at the same location. Then the faculty was established in 1942. So you can say that we have a rich history. Today we have 7 departments of studies, 6 large departments and 1 smaller department. So 6 large departments, they are actually offering the excellent degrees this time. So physics, mathematics and statistics, chemistry, plant science and zoology. Nuclear science is a smaller department. And we have a very good strength in the faculty. We have 120, close to 120 PhD qualified academics. So our staff strength is quite high compared to any other science faculty in Sri Lanka. And we are the most sought after faculty when students are applying for after A level to get admission to the university system to do a science education. We are the most sought after faculty. So we have high competition for students to come in here to do science degrees. And we are now catering to about 2,300 undergraduate students. And we offer internal program, we have 30 disciplines. Now in this external degree, we have 6 disciplines, but internal degree, we have 30 disciplines because the numbers are also high. And we also cater to our postgraduate program is also quite diverse. And we have 400 postgraduate students. Larger portion may be studying for master's degrees, but we have quite a number of students, maybe close to over 100, studying for their PhDs and MPhils. So after getting the degrees, the basic requirement to, if anybody wants to do higher degrees, degree is the basic requirement. So if Lakmal talk about the degree program a little bit, I will also touch the degree program. The degree program started in 2015. We got a World Bank grant to initiate the degree program. That time, Professor Aratha was the Dean of the faculty who initiated this. We started with 2 degree programs. So those 2 degree programs now complete 10 years. Today we are we have 6 degree programs. So students are here from 6 degree programs. This year, we have taken the highest number. So we have 500 plus students enrolled in these programs. The degree programs are very similar to internal degree program. We maintain the same standard. So, but you should know that you have a big advantage compared to internal students because since the program is restricted to mainly Sundays, you have opportunity to do, you can do a job and you can earn while following this program. So that's a very big advantage you have compared to internal students. I believe over 60% of the students are already employed, but we encourage students to, if you are not working at the moment, we always encourage you to find employment because by the time you graduate in 3 years' time, then you have 3 years work experience as well. So with the degree, you can actually go up the ladder. So today, if you look at the economic conditions, especially in Asian countries, education plays a big role. So degree is a basic requirement. So don't think that A-level itself is good enough, but if you look at the income, you will find that with your qualification, income levels are different. And of course, the various disciplines also, it changes like if you do IT or various other disciplines. But degree is a basic requirement. Even for higher studies like master's or any other degree is a basic requirement. So if you want to get a better life, this is what you need to do. You need to focus on your studies and do well. So you have taken the first step by getting enrolled in this program. But you need to focus on the degree and do well. So it's up to you. One article I read recently that they talk about Asian countries, one issue is that people tend to focus on getting certificates rather than getting skills. Sometimes when we interview students, I'm sure the senior academics will agree with me, students come with more certificates than we have. But reality is that you need to learn your skill and the knowledge is quite important, not the certificate. So those are the few messages I want to give you today. So I'll close here. So I wish you all the best and I hope you to see you in 3 years' time at your graduation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now cordially invite Director, Center for Open and Distance Learning, University of Colombo, Professor I.M.K. Fernando, to address the gathering.
Very good morning to all of you. Senior Professor H.D. Karunaratne, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, and former head of Department of Physics and the Dean of the Faculty of Science, and the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Emeritus Professor T.R. Aryaratna, and Senior Professor Upul Sonnadara, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Head of Departments, Registrar, Bursa, and all administrative staff members, program coordinators, and academic staff members, invited members, parents, and dear students. As all of we know that we have an issue in our education system due to limited facilities, physical and human resources. Even at this moment, most of the universities, almost close to 40 or 50% of positions are vacant due to lack of qualified people, because people are leaving the country. So in that situation, advanced level has become a bottleneck for the university entrance, for higher education. Most of the students, until they come to advanced level, they perform very well, but due to the high competition of the advanced level, only a very few get the opportunity for higher studies. It is not the fault of students, they get qualifications, but due to the limited resources, you don't get that opportunity for higher studies. So this is a major problem. The university system recognized this issue, and they try to find solution in various ways. For example, open university. And a long time back, the University of Colombo also introduced Institute for Workers' Education to provide degrees, diploma, and certificates for people who are working in private and government sector. Presently, it is known as IHRA, Institute of Human Resource Advancement. So in early 2000, the University of Colombo School of Computing introduced BIT program, which is a very popular and also the most advanced program in IT sector. So meanwhile, most of universities introduce external degree program, mostly in social sciences. But unfortunately, most of these programs didn't perform very well, not in the Colombo University. There was no issue with the external degree programs introduced by the University of Colombo, but in other universities, some programs, there were a large number of registered students, but pass rate was extremely small. Sometimes 2,000-3,000 students registered, but only 2 or 3 or 4 students pass out. Then the UGC, University Grant Commission, understood there is an issue with these programs. So they decided to stop all the external degree programs and introduce a new circular to address the issue. After long discussions in 2010, they issued a circular. Under that circular, they asked all the universities to establish for center for open and distance learning directly under the vice chancellor of the particular university, in order to make sure the quality and good performance and openness of the degree programs. So the University of Colombo established, at the beginning it was established as Virtual Center for University of Colombo, and then it was Cyber Campus. Now we have name as per the circular, Center for Open and Distance Learning. So this comes directly under the Vice Chancellor. The reason University Grant Commission need to monitor the progress of these programs, because they want to make sure that students get best qualifications and best training. So now our programs has started in 2015. So after long time, now today we have 6 programs. At the beginning we had only 2 programs. Now we are having 6 programs from the Faculty of Science. And we are expecting 1 more program for management and 1 more program from IB/MBB within next couple of years. So we are expecting more and more programs to cater requirement of the students. Now we have opened the door for students for higher studies. The bottleneck is the advanced level, but now we have opened a door for your higher studies. So now the universities has done our part. Unfortunately, we can't do it free, you know that, because the resources are limited and we don't get funds, so we have to charge a very affordable price for degrees. You know that private universities, they offer many degree programs, but they are very expensive. And you have here a highly recognized degree from the University of Colombo, the premier university in Sri Lanka, for a very affordable price. So now the university has done our part, and your parents also has done their contribution for encouraging you for your studies. So now it is your turn. So during next 3 years, you have to spend your time in a fruitful manner. Without wasting time, do your education properly. And meanwhile, as Professor Nader mentioned, you can find a job if you don't have one, some employment somewhere. So that will be an additional qualification for your future. So with that, I would like to stop my talk. And I warmly welcome all of you. And we are always there, the Open Distance Learning Center, for any issues. You can directly contact us, and we will address those issues and help you in your problems. And it is your responsibility now to pursue for your higher studies. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and all the best for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. The true measures of a degree program success is reflected in the accomplishment and the testimonial of its alumni. I have honor of introducing someone who not only walked in the halls of our university as a student, but has since carved an impressive path in her professional journey. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Janita Pereira, instructor in the Technical College of Dehiyatha Kandiya and alumni in the BSc External in Electronics and Automation Technologies, to share her wonderful experience with you all.
The Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Dean of the Faculty of Science, distinguished lecturers and other invitees, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude in the Faculty of Science, University of Colombo, for giving me this opportunity to address you today. Let me introduce myself. I am Janita Pereira, graduated with the BSc Electronic and Automation Technology in year 2023. I am currently working at the teaching of electrical NVQ students, auditor of quality management system, and member of student affairs at the Technical College Dehiyatha Kandiya. I am working as an examiner of advanced level exam practical board engineering technology subject. Reflecting on the past, I find myself standing here thinking about the most challenging period of my life. I started my degree in Electronic and Automation Technologies in year 22. When I started my degree, I was already working at Technical College Dehiyatha Kandiya as a demonstrator. I was a challenging period, not just for me, but for all of us. Due to the global COVID-19 pandemic causing a serious crisis in Sri Lanka. Those 3 years were very significant to me, as navigated through the hurdles of academic work while simultaneously facing the journey of pregnancy during my second year. Despite all the difficulties, I did not want to abandon or postpone my dream of getting the degree. Among all the challenges, I committed myself attending the all practical session and exam at the university. The journey from my workplace in the rural area of Ampara district to the university covered a distance of 234 kilometers, requiring a 7-hour bus ride. I made that journey every Sunday, returning to work on Monday. Throughout this degree, Sundays and Mondays became the 2 days where I did not sleep. As there is a silver lining in every dark cloud, the long bus ride gave me ample time to study. It was possible thanks to the effective learning management system in the Faculty of Science. I faced all the exams successfully and graduated with the second upper class in Electronic and Automation Technologies from the University of Colombo. My professional responsibilities in Ampara district involved shaping the features of students who, for various reasons, could not progress beyond the ordinary level exam in their education. My mission is to equip them with new technologies and guide them in apply these skills in the industry. I find that knowledge I gained through the degree is very helpful in delivering these tasks today. Today, I proudly stand before you as a mother of 2-year-old. Possessing a decade of service in the Department of Technical Education and Training, and holding a Bachelor of Science in Electronic and Automation Technology with distinction from the University of Colombo. I owe a debt of gratitude to my esteemed lecturers and the entire staff in the University of Colombo. Without their guidance and support, my success would not have been possible. I also maximum support from my loving family. To those embarking so challenging journey of obtaining this science degree, I would like to offer a piece of advice: attend lectures continuously and enthusiastically and engage in thorough self-study. The path is difficult, but the rewards are unparalleled. The science degree is not only the best because it maximizes your time and offers reasonable cost, but it also brings us in touch with the flexible and supporting staff. As you embark of this new chapter, remember that you have capability to overcome to any obstacles. You can do it. I wish each and every one of you the very best of your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Pereira. Such an inspiration for all our new students. I think your hard work had paid off. So today, we are excited to launch our new digital verification system, which can be used for authentication and verification. Students can use the QR code for login to their email addresses as well as the LMS. So I cordially invite Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo, Senior Professor Chair, H.D. Karunaratne, accompanied by Dean Faculty of Science, Senior Professor Chaupul Sonnadara, and Director ODLC, Faculty of Science, Dr. Lakmal Veeravarana, to launch the verification system. As the visionary leader of the #1 university in Sri Lanka, your leadership has not only elevated academic standards, but has also forwarded an environment of innovation and inclusivity. May I now have the honor to invite the Vice Chancellor of University of Colombo, Senior Professor Chair, H.D. Karunaratne, to inspire our new external degree students.
Very good morning to all. Welcome to the University of Colombo as newcomer. Senior Professor Upul Sonnadara, Dean of the Faculty of Science, and Emeritus Professor T.R. Ariratne, former Dean of the Faculty of Science, all heads of the departments, acting registrar, and directors of open and distant learning centers, Faculty of Science and University of Colombo, academic staff members, who sacrificed their Sundays and been here with us. I should thank for the Faculty of Science organizing this kind of activity. It's my great pleasure to see you as an external student here. I think it is my duty to introduce University of Colombo a little bit. The University of Colombo is the oldest university in Sri Lanka, starting 1870, and our Faculty of Medicine registered 154th batch in this year. So 153 years, our presence in the education system as the first university in Sri Lanka. And of course today, one of the largest universities in South Asia. We have about 43,000 learning partners, including you. That, of course, there are 16,000 undergraduate internal students and around 15,000 the external degree students, and of course we have more than 12,000 postgraduate students, which includes altogether the local students and foreign students. We have about 330 foreign students now. The last Friday also, we initiated a foreign student postgraduate master's degree program. So the foreign students are usually paying $3,000 to $4,000 per year to the University of Colombo. So our strength is now getting bigger and bigger. So we are one of the largest universities in South Asia. And in terms of the ranking, you are well aware, according to the all three indices, Webometric Index, QS Ranking Index, and the Times Higher Education Index, the year 2023, the University of Colombo was the #1 university in Asia, the Sri Lanka. So in terms of ranking also, you have enrolled into the #1 university today. And congratulations for your enrollment to here, because it must be a competitive process, and everybody applied, but we are not taking everyone. There is a succession rate. You know, in Sri Lanka, the higher education is misunderstood most of the time. What is higher education? Higher education does not mean only the university education. Higher education has three components. One is the university education. Number two is the professional education. Number three is the technical education. Actually, that this public misunderstand leads to A-level examination results announcement too also. When the advanced level results are released, how the notice is coming. 73%, 65%, or 55% qualified to enter the universities. That's the only statement coming. So 73% qualified to universities because they concern only university. As a result, every parent in this country trying to send their children to the universities. It is not a good movement. While they are in other two, for example, because the professional education in Sri Lanka is utterly a failure. Why? Because each and every professional institute has given mandate by the Parliamentary Act to establish a professional institute to make the professions. We are the lowest number of professional producing country in South Asia. If you see that, how many professionals in terms of doctors, engineers, and of course very recently I had to address the IESL assembly. There I saw that we have only 29,000 engineers registered, but even Nepal has 65,000 engineers registered. So medicine, engineering, even chartered accounting, professional law, all these professions, the number is very low in Sri Lanka. The very pathetic situation that these professional institutes now starting awarding degrees, the university degrees. That is totally wrong. So the third one, you know, particularly technical education in Sri Lanka is a failure. People are not going for technical education. In this background, there is a huge pressure on university to expand students more and more and more. So the last couple of years, we have expanded more than 10,000 additional students added to the universities now. I can remember when I entered into university in 1983-84 batch, only 5,200 entered as the internal student per year. Now we are taking 45,000 students per year as internal students. Apart from that, we have external degree programs. I think almost about 120,000 degree holders passing out in this country with private universities and external degrees, as well as the affiliated universities and those who are going to foreign country and coming back all together. So there is a huge pressure in the labor market. Just getting degree is not sufficient to find an employment opportunity. Because in other countries, some part going to universities, some are becoming professionals, some are becoming technically qualified people. Of course, while you are following professional degrees, professional levels, also you can do this kind of external degree. That is one of the good things you can do. And there may be someone who's in technical stream, technical colleges, also can follow this kind of degree. So this is one of the important things where the University of Colombo started this science-based external degrees. I think we are the leading science-based external degree holding university. I think in this regard, I should thank one of the architects here, Emeritus Professor T.R. Ariyaratne, initiated this program. So you are lucky to enter, but please correct the view that getting a degree, you will get a job. That is totally outdated view. Now today, that your degree is not sufficient. You are supposed to earn a degree. Meanwhile, you have to get experience in the labor market. Of course, you are getting that opportunity. Our internal students are not getting. And the second, of course, that you can follow even professional courses or the technical courses while you are in the university. And of course, that you can say that we need to correct this misunderstanding in the society that everyone should go to the free education internal degree. Because day by day, you know, country is having more and more economic problems. Because of these economic problems, the government has to cut down the expenditure, particularly expenditure on education and health, is cutting down. So as a result, the universities are struggling. In this line, I think the University of Colombo, all the academic staff, they do very well because we put more effort on postgraduate education. We are the leader of postgraduate education. Very recently, we had the largest postgraduate convocation ever in the Sri Lankan university system. The January 10th, 11th, and 12th, 4,359 postgraduate degrees we awarded. So that's the largest postgraduate convocation held in Sri Lanka. 3 days, 4,359 postgraduate, including 44 PhDs. And many, more than 500 Doctor of Medicine also. So you can see how the University of Colombo's strength. And one important thing you have to understand and remember, that the academic staff of University of Colombo working all 24 hours, all 7 days. Because external degrees are, and the postgraduate degrees are doing either in evening or either in weekends. So while they are coming for 5 days to work, but they are doing their maximum to coordinate, to teach, to organize activities of these postgraduate and external degrees by these around 700 academia in the University of Colombo. So that they go extra mile in their service. They don't limit to only for the University of Colombo their normal job for Friday to the Monday to Friday. Beyond that, as a result, what is happening, the university is emerging as self-financed institute in Sri Lanka. Actually, in the University of Colombo, the last year, 67% of expenditure covered by the earning from the University of Colombo. And almost all the time, we are trying to stand by ourselves. So that is the dignity and dedication and many commitment made by our staff, administration, non-academic staff, and all these. So we are going as social service, and you know that your degree program for 3 years, entire 3 years, I think you are paying less than 1.1 million for the university, but whether you can get a university science degree by that price is a question. Only in Sri Lanka, only in University of Colombo. Even if you go to private university, social science, today it is more than 1.5 million. So you get advantage because of hard working of the University of Colombo employees. In all 5 categories of University of Colombo employees, they are hard working. That is the outcome is coming to you as this external degree. It's not our mandate. We work beyond our mandate as the social service. That is the advantage you are getting today. So the one thing I request you, you know, when you get higher education, you need to have more discipline as well. Discipline without education is nothing. No one appreciates without discipline. Particularly when you come to university, you have to behave like you are going to a temple. You should be very disciplined within the university, parking vehicles without making trouble, because we have marshal system, we have counseling system, all we will operate. But when the number is large, particularly when it comes to Sri Lanka, there can be many disputes. So please avoid these disputes, because the internal students and all employees and everyone, they are, of course, doing their own jobs. So don't disturb anyone in the university. You are coming to get your degree from the university, take degree and get the maximum benefit of this prestigious institute named the University of Colombo. Wherever you go, all over the world, the best known name in Sri Lanka is the University of Colombo. So thank you very much. Welcome to the University of Colombo, and congratulations for your achievements, and do your best in next 3 years. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. In closing, I want to reiterate our warmest welcome to our new external degree students. Be bold, be curious, and be resilient. Believe in your abilities, seize your every opportunity, and let your passion of knowledge ignite a flame that burns brightly throughout your journey. Congratulations and best wishes for a remarkable and fulfilling academic journey ahead. Thank you very much. So the guests will be taken for the refreshments, and the students will be please seated. We have some announcements for you.